Hey everybody, I'm HondaPro Jason. Today I'm in Norway at a Honda race event, and I'm going to show you some of the cool cars, and of course we're going to meet some of the cool people. So let's first start with one of my favorite cars. It's a Mugen NSX, a Castrol Mugen NSX. It's hard to miss because it's wrapped in all Mugen colors with yellow headlights, yellow fog lights, and yellow reflectors everywhere. This car looks awesome. And I've been talking to the owner since it's first pulled in. How are you?
Nice, thank you.
Good to see you again. So, I know you've told me already about your car like 20 times because I keep asking you questions because it's awesome. But for all the viewers out there, tell me a little bit about it. What color is it under the wrap?
It's the NSX color.
Yes.
That is?
Yes.
Red.
The red, okay.
Yeah.
And then how long have you owned it?
I've owned it only for about 2 years.
Okay. What was done to the car when you bought it? What type of modification? Not all of them, but just some of the highlights.
Some of the highlights is KV variant 3 coilovers, full adjustable, also rebound and height and everything. And the big thing that I really appreciate is the Type R gear ratio.
Really?
Yeah. So it's rebuilt the transmission. Yeah.
That's very, very nice. Let's take a quick walk around the car. So what are, just point out a couple of your favorite parts.
One of the favorite parts is, I have to tell this story because in my time we didn't have Justin Bieber.
Okay.
I did not have an idol that was a pop artist.
Okay.
My idol was on Sundays.
Yeah.
I watched Senna, I watched Prost, I watched Schumacher, I watched Formula 1. So it's quite, of course my son's name is after the famous Ayrton Senna.
Of course.
And
that's your son's name. That's awesome.
Also have some quotes on the car.
Cool. Yeah, grab these quotes. These are cool.
This is because when I was little, actually I get goosebumps when I'm talking about this because this is very special for me. My hero was Ayrton Senna.
Yeah.
And I grew up with this. And by NSX, I found out my idol when I was this big.
Yeah.
Has helped Honda produce this car.
That's awesome.
And it was like seeing the light.
It was made to be, for sure.
It was made to be.
Can you start it up for me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you have to take down this thing because I think it will fall down.
The trophy? Okay. The trophy. I'll make you a deal. I'll take down the trophy. I'll take down the trophy. He's going to start it up for us.
But if I'm going to start it up, you have to promise me to come back and sound.
Yeah, come into the back. Actually, you don't have to come to the back, only I, because I'm the one with the microphone on. But we'll stand right here. It's probably a good idea. That's awesome. We also have new cars here. We have a new Civic Type R. When I say new, I mean new to Europe. Yes, I understand that we have an FK, which is the new one, which is the one I actually own back home in the US. But right now, this is the newest Type R they have, so this is new. And what's cool about this is, see the license plate? Here in Norway, they just started getting personalized plates, which means this is the very first Type R with a personalized plate. And what better plate than Type R, of course. Hey, Del Sol just pulled in. I missed both of those runs. Yeah? Yeah, unfortunately I missed both those runs.
Jump in, we'll have it right.
Which stinks because...
God. Ja, skal ikke gjøre det.
Nei, han sier jo ikke det.
He wants to make sure you don't kill me.
Ja.
Right?
Oh yeah. Oh, it explodes all right. So what's in this?
Oh, it's a custom B20.
B20?
B20 VTEC boosted, 600 horses.
This Del Sol has 600 horses.
Yeah, that's right.
Espen, that was amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, the ride you gave me was awesome. I'm glad we saw it. I saw it like later in the day when everything was kind of cooled down.
Yeah.
And the fact that you let me drive this 600 horsepower monster is awesome.
Yeah, anything, man.
Dude, you're amazing. Thank you so much, brother.
No problem, no problem.
And of course we have Type Rs, we have some beautiful Civic hatches. We have this Phoenix Yellow Type R, which is one of my favorites because I'm painting my car Phoenix Yellow. And I also got riding this car today. Okay, this is my first track drive. Are you in Norway? I'm sorry. This is my first track drive in Norway, and I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We're ready.
Yeah.
Let's see what this Integra Type R can do, huh?
Yes. We have to have fun.
Oh, we're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
So let's get some info about your car. How long have you owned it?
I've been owning the car for 1 year.
Okay, 1 year, that's it.
That's it.
You've made a lot of changes in that year.
Yeah, it's totally rebuilt the suspension on the car.
Yeah.
New bushings, new suspension, new control arms. And that's it, because the owner before me, I take very care of the car.
What's your favorite modification? Like, what's the one thing that you look at, you have a bug on you? The one thing you look at, you're like, oh, you know, or you feel and you're like, oh man, I'm so happy I did that. I'm so happy the car has that.
That must be the KW V3 suspension.
It's the suspension.
Very awesome. It's very good.
I spent some time on the track with you, and I can attest that it's awesome. This car handles amazing. It's so much fun. I mean, Integra Type Rs are fun anyway, but this one especially with you driving was just awesome.
Thank you.
So thank you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you for coming.
My pleasure. And by the way, thank you for letting me spend the night at your house too.
No
First
problem.
night we spent at his house, which is cool. Had a little gathering, had a lot of fun, so I appreciate your hospitality. It means a lot. It really does. So thank you.
That's fine.
Cool. Come on, there's more to see. Preludes. More preludes. This Prelude in particular is actually owned by my camera person. So what better person to talk about the car than him? So, cameraman, this is your Prelude.
This is my Prelude.
So you know the drill. Tell me a little bit about it, like how long you owned it, your favorite mod, what you're gonna do next, stuff like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I own the car for, this is the 4th year in my ownership.
Okay.
Yeah. The modifications I have done on this car is totally new paint in this pearlescent purple.
Oh, you mean the purple wasn't factory color?
No,
I'm just kidding.
It isn't.
What color was it, by the way?
R82P.
Okay.
Yeah, the dark red pearlescent.
You made quite a change from that.
Yeah, I'm all about having something different. Like I could meet. Well, when I first bought my Predator,
Yeah.
I thought, yeah, I'm the only one around here that has a Predator.
Yeah.
And suddenly I met 1, 2, 3, like, and suddenly
Yes.
this guy shows up as well.
Now you have a bunch of Prelude
Yeah,
friends.
and we both had red cars. So now his is white
Yes.
and mine's purple.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
So this was originally dark red,
Yeah.
2-liter engine. Doesn't have 4-wheel steering or anything,
Okay.
which is fine because on track it's a lot better. It's a lot more stable. Oh! I have that bad tires. Then I know that.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I've done that a couple of times.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you taking a break from the camera work that you've been doing, which is
Yeah.
awesome, by the way, to show me your car.
problem.
Now the cameraman, the new cameraman, number 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
his car is right here.
Yeah, that's his car.
So we should probably talk about it, unless you want to talk about it.
Well, if
Nah,
I talk about it,
it's gonna be bad,
no,
guys.
Talk about it.
Let's close the hood. Let's switch one more time. Tell me a little bit. How long have you owned it?
I've had it for 5 years now,
Okay.
and it was like I bought it when I was 19. So
Okay.
at that age, it was more or less my dream car. so-
It's people's dreams cars that, like, I'm 40 something years old and it's still my dream car.
Yeah.
So it's awesome that you own it. And for people that are watching this outside of everywhere but the US, this is a Honda, by the way. Let me cover that up. Honda badge, by the way, because here in Scandinavia and in Europe, most of the world, they don't have Acura. So the Integra Type R's were Hondas. Modifications you've done to it?
It's not a whole lot.
No?
It's got a Mugen airbox, and it's got a Skunk 2 inlet manifold with a thermal
Gasket?
Gasket.
Yeah, nice.
And it's got spoon brake calipers, got the spoon carbon side mirrors,
Okay.
and spoon back box
Okay.
exhausts.
And you said there weren't too many modifications. Well, the ones you did are really good ones from really good companies, so I like that.
it, Yeah. I also have the Spoon CR93 wheels in yellow
Okay.
at home.
At home? We'll pretend to show those here.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
I have
pretend.
to use my track wheels.
Okay.
Here, so.
And since we're here anyway, and I had to move to show off the exhaust system, what in the heck is this?
Attempted robbery.
Oh, that sucks.
Tried to break into the car, so they just figured,
Unbelievable.
Let's just ruin the lock.
These cars look amazing standing still, but they look even better on the track. And I had the unique opportunity to take a couple on track as a co-driver, but still on track. And as I break through the crowd here, I'm gonna show you this one here that I just took on track. Hey, what's happening?
Hey, bud.
Just the person I want to see.
Yeah, I bet.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good, good. So I'm just doing a quick video showing some of the cars here and explaining some of the cars that I brought on track with me. And this GT4 race car was one, and it was driven by you.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. No, it was. It was like, he's gonna tell you probably that I might have got a little bit queasy because it was like legit race car, but we'll keep that between us, okay?
Yeah, let's do that.
So there's a big history on the car. Tell me a little bit about it. When did you buy it, and what history does this car have? Because there's only a couple of these ever made.
Yeah, Honda Norway, the importer Skotvet, they bought like, I don't know, 8 or 10 of these cars, and they got 3 of them licensed on regular road legal plates.
So you could technically drive this on the road in Norway.
Yes, I'm doing it from occasion to occasion.
Oh my gosh.
Like bedding in brakes, I can do that.
Testing.
Yeah, testing. It's not for use to drive to the grocery stop and buying milk and bread, but
Of course not. So tell me a little bit about the engine.
basically it's almost stock. I got some bolt-ons and some Mugen airbox, Mugen header, and exhaust all out. It's a Honda
Computer ECU?
computer, yeah.
On data. So what I felt on the track was mostly the brakes and the suspension,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the suspension then. What made this car so much different than the other cars that I've driven on track?
Well, basically there's a lot of things other than just the engine making this car. It's a gearbox made by Honda, but the gears are from Spoon Sports, so they're really short, and top speed is now only like 200 kilometers per hour.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. So I'm topping out on 5th gear on both straights here.
Okay. So my wife's HRV would be a faster top speed?
Yeah, it probably will. Other than that, it's suspension, proper race suspension with some proper springs.
Yeah.
And AP Racing brake kit.
Okay.
Big brake kit.
And that, I've never seen, we talked about this before, I've never seen a roll cage like this. The roll cage in the car, I'm going to show it to you guys in a second. It actually goes right through the engine compartment.
Yeah, it does, it does.
And it's part of the frame of the car.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just bolted in.
Exactly. And that makes the car really rigid, and it's making it a lot more stable.
It's awesome.
So, yeah, they actually welded in throughout the what's it called, dashboard.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
into the bay here.
Unbelievable. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for your time, and thanks so much for bringing On Track. In fact, we're going to cut now to us on track for a second. Okay, now we're back. I'm going to say goodbye. Hey,
cool.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for everything. So we've seen some race cars here in Norway, but we haven't seen any race cars like what's behind me here. This is a 24-hour endurance race car. Come check this thing out. First, we're going to start under the hood because, well, it's epically cool. There we go. So, FK2 Type R engine, built by Yaz. Actually, let me rephrase that. The car is built by Yaz, the engine's built by Mugen. Did you hear what I just said? This engine is legit built by Mugen Japan, and they went through the entire engine. Obviously, it's amazing. 350 horsepower. I could spend all day talking about the car and the driver and the team, but let's just have the driver talk about it. I'm with my new friend Marcus, and Marcus brought his very, very special car out. Marcus, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good to see you, good to meet you. And tell me a little bit, this is a Civic Type R.
Yeah.
And it was built by Yaz.
Yeah.
And it's raced in what series?
It's racing the TCR series around the world, but we are using it for 24-hour races.
That's awesome.
And some sprint races.
That's awesome. And before we get into the car, let's talk about you just for a minute. This isn't your first time in a race car.
No, I've been driving go-kart since I was 6.
And before we go any further, just so you know, this kid is 17 years old, okay? He's the driver of this car at 17, so he started at 6 years old with go-karts.
Yeah.
And then what?
And I moved on to Formula car when I was 13. It was an okay season. When I was 14 to 15, I swapped over to Citroën DS3 Cup in Denmark, and I was doing that last year also.
That's awesome. And now this monster. Where have you raced this so far?
Here.
Yeah,
and,
Norway?
Norway. I tested at Adria in Italy.
Okay.
And the 24-hour race in Paul Ricard.
And then next you're heading out to the US in November, right?
Yeah, we're heading to the US in November.
That's going to be awesome. I'm going to come see you for sure.
Yeah.
If you guys are watching, you have to come see him race. I'm going to put all the information on the bottom here. You have to see this car race. You have to see him race, because it's going to be awesome. This car is being shipped to, is it Abu Dhabi?
Dubai.
Dubai.
Yeah.
For another race.
Yeah.
Have you been to Dubai before?
No, I've never been to the US. I've never been to Dubai.
That's going to be awesome. I'm so excited that you're just this young, crazy racer that's so talented that you get to race this car.
Yeah.
Which it's awesome. Congratulations for sure. Okay, so now you guys know a little bit of history about Marcus. Let's talk about the car a little bit. So the car was built by Yaz out of Italy.
Yeah.
And the engine it's a Mugen engine.
Yeah.
Built by Mugen. And what about the gearbox?
The gearbox is Sadev sequential with paddle shift. It's a 6 gear. It's one of the more expensive one because you can adjust the diff from outside by a key. So you don't need to go inside the gearbox to adjust the diff.
Oh, that's pretty cool. And we were looking at the brakes when we were talking a little bit, and the front brakes are insane.
Yeah.
They're massively big. And I asked you about the back brakes. I'm like, well, the back brakes look kind of small. What'd you tell me?
The back brakes, you usually don't use the back brakes because all the braking power is on the front. So I think I now 70, 75 and then rest back.
Okay, can you adjust that at all?
Yeah, I can adjust it from inside.
From inside?
Yeah, from inside the car. So when I'm racing, if I'm going in a high-speed corner, I can adjust it to that corner. And if I'm braking hard in a small corner, I can adjust the rear brakes also.
While you're driving, you can adjust that. I can't imagine what goes through your head because you have to worry about the track, right?
Yeah.
And the other drivers, which is probably some of the hardest parts.
Yeah.
And the speed of the car, the gas, the brake, the clutch, this are sequential.
Yeah.
And the brakes.
Yeah.
So here's where it gets confusing. Check this out. He is a world-class race car driver without a driver's license. So no driver's license in Norway means that he can't drive the car on a regular track day like today. So all these other, I'm going to call them amateurs, all these other amateur race car drivers can drive, but a professional driver, because of his age, he's unable to drive, which is kind of crazy. But you're able, as soon as one more year,
Yeah.
and you'll be able to drive anywhere.
Yeah.
You have a license. That'll be awesome. Wow. So what race are you looking forward to? Is it the one in US?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to one in the US because of the everything around it, because I heard it's big. And I've never been to the US before.
Yeah, no. And so you've been racing go-karts from a kid.
Yeah.
Do you have idols that race car drivers, people that you've always looked up to that you want to be like?
I have a friend in Norway, Dennis Olsen, driving a Porsche Cup, the Carrera Cup in Germany, and the Super Cup.
Yeah.
He's like my older brother. I have known him since I was 11 years, and we still keep in touch every day. So he's my idol.
That's cool. That's very cool. Guys, look him up. You have a Facebook page?
Yeah.
Is it just your name?
Yeah, Marcus Bauer.
Okay. I'm going to put a little words below. You guys have to check out his Facebook page. Follow him because you are going to see some great things in the future. Great things now, but keep an eye on this kid. He's doing great things. Thanks. I appreciate all your time, brother.
Thank you.
That was awesome, but there's other cars here. Come on. I'm actually going to be driving from Norway to Denmark. Well, not the whole way because we have to take a ferry because there's a lot of water in between the two. But I'll be driving in an Integra Type R that's a special Integra Type R because it's owned by the original owner who happens to be 80 years old. So his car's coming up here in a second. His car's here. Where's Tony? Tony, do you have a second? Sorry. You have a second? And don't go far because I want to talk about that. I want to talk about your car too. Okay. So everyone meet Tony. Tony is responsible for me, you're on film by the way. Tony's responsible for me getting from Norway to Denmark in one piece in his Integra Type R that you bought brand new. And was this your first Type R?
No, yeah, Type R, yeah.
Yeah, but you've had other Hondas.
ED9 before.
Okay. And tell me a little bit, so this is obviously not in stock form. You have quite a few accessories. I see some Mugen parts. I see a bunch of different stuff. What are some of your favorite modifications? What have you done to the car that you're like, wow, I really like this modification the most?
There was Body Club Spec 4.
Okay.
Spec 4 on Supertech well trained. And it's going to
the intake manifold there. It's very nice.
And Body Club header.
Header.
On height and cat back from High-Tech.
High-Tech?
Yeah, in California.
You know what's funny is everyone I talk to here, most of the parts they're getting from their car, they're like, oh, I got these all from the US.
Yes.
Which totally surprises me, but I guess it makes sense.
Some things I buy from King Motorsport.
From King Motorsports.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I do a lot of talking to King Motorsports. They're super nice people there.
This one.
Yeah? That's nice. And then you said something about this Quantum Racing.
Quantum Racing is from UK. Yeah.
And you said they only make a couple of these.
No, there's only one from me.
That's it.
Yes. With two compression on rebound.
Okay, for the suspension. This is the only one made.
Yes.
That's unbelievable. This is awesome.
It's very expensive.
I bet it was very expensive.
Yeah.
And you've driven this many times on the Nürburgring.
Yeah.
So how long is our trip going to be? We're going to leave Norway tomorrow.
I think we go from here 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, and then we're going to drive right to the
ferry.
The ferry. The ferry's
8 o'clock.
Well, thank you.
Thomas.
Thanks for talking to us now, but thank you very much for driving me. It's very kind. I look forward to it. So, thank you, sir. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you very much.
This will be the most time I've ever spent in a Type R, and it's that Type R, which is going to be super, super epic. So let's see. What have we not seen yet? We've seen NSXs, we've seen Type Rs, we've seen Integra Type Rs. We haven't seen any S2000s. I wonder if there's any cool S2000s around the area. Maybe. What's happening? How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
Good, good. Thank you. So first, that is the biggest wing I've seen on an S2000 or any car everywhere. Is that something you could just buy, or is that specially made?
It's specially made. It's a special order. 11 months in the making. So it's 1,800 millimeters wide. So it's the biggest one in the catalog. Yeah.
That's insane.
I think it complements the car because the car is about 180.
It's almost exact. I looked at it, and it's almost exactly as wide as the car is. What fenders are these?
Jay's Racing.
They look like Jay. I didn't want to say anything, but they look like Jay's Racing.
Jay's Racings and a custom bumper flap extension.
I like it.
Yeah.
Wow. The setup is awesome. I saw it on the track. I took a couple photos.
Okay.
It sounds insane.
It does.
What exhaust is on it?
It's NVIDIA.
NVIDIA.
And Evase Motorsports test pipe.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, it just has a real nice deep. You could hear you coming from a mile away. You knew it was your car.
The next thing is supercharger, just to get the,
a little bit.
Yeah, the speed on the straight.
Is it stock engine otherwise?
It's stock, but I worked a little bit on the cooling and baffling for the crankcase.
Oh, okay, cool, nice.
Just to get rid of the big, how to say it, the big.
The airbox?
Yeah, the
airbox.
Just to have access to everything, so I made this custom.
Okay, and then what suspension?
It's Öhlins.
I see that. I didn't know if that was the name of the suspension or a band.
Custom spring rates.
Where's that from?
Sweden.
Sweden, okay, that's why.
It's Sweden.
It's Sweden, of course. One of the few cars that has all the cars I've talked to, everyone's like, oh, I got everything in the US.
Yeah, okay.
Everything in the US, it's crazy.
Yeah, we do import a lot from the US.
Yeah.
US and Japan.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No, the car looks, sounds, and goes amazing.
Thanks.
So no, thanks for bringing it out. It's been awesome. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Thanks. A couple more beautiful S2000s. And a four-door Civic sedan, which we have not seen it all here. I heard it pull in. It's amazing. I guess it's owned by a Swedish guy. Is that right? A Swedish guy owns this. I don't know where he is. I don't know much about the car other than it's gutted inside. And it's definitely set up for the racetrack.
Yeah, it's 100% pure track car.
It is 100% pure track car. My cameraman's telling me.
Still has license plates on it, so we can drive it on.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Doesn't he need a bumper to drive it on the road?
Yeah.
Or just like that's it?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Before seen.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that's my coverage. Thanks to Honda Club of Norway for bringing me out, Honda for being here, all the fans that came, all the racers, all the people that allowed me to drive in the car, which was awesome. So from somewhere in Norway, Pronounce the racetrack again for me.
Yeah, it's called Rudskogen.
Rudskogen. From Rudskogen, I'm the Honda Pro, and now you're in the know. Thank you guys. Thank you. It's been amazing. Incredible. Hold on. I'll make this quick, I promise. Thank you guys, seriously, everybody. You've all been outstanding and really made this trip just incredible. Something I will never ever forget. Your love for the Honda brand is outstanding. And Norway is unbelievable. This will not be my only trip here for sure. So thank you. Guys are awesome, thank you. Congrats on the trophy, by the way. Everybody that won. Thank you too, man. High five. Yeah, nice. Thank you guys very much for everything. Thank you. Nice to meet you guys. I want to talk to you about your car later. All right. I saw your car, but I want to talk to you about your car before you go. What's up, guys? Thanks for the ride to the airport. From the airport is awesome.
See you later.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Thanks for everything. You're amazing.